Good morning. It is December 23rd, which means it's my deadline for basically everything. We're going home tonight to my mom's house, and I am not prepared. Not only in that, I haven't wrapped my gifts, I haven't packed my own things or the stuff for my dogs to be able to travel, but I really, really want to get the Cambridge jacket done. So much so that I've been making poor decisions, and I didn't mean to, but I stayed up until 3 a.m. last night working on my gift knits. It's just one of those things. I had too much Mountain Dew because we had Taco Bell for dinner when we were running our errands last night, and when you're out running errands at 6 p.m., maybe a large Baja Blast doesn't sound so dangerous. We've got so much stuff to do. But then I didn't drink it very fast, and I ended up drinking most of it on the later end. And then Josh was falling asleep on the couch. And hey, Josh was falling asleep on the couch, which is very common, but I actually convinced him to go to bed before me, which is very uncommon. He almost never goes to bed at a different time than me. He usually just stubbornly sleeps on the couch until I go to bed, or just goes up when I go to bed if he's not tired yet, which is dumb, but that's how we are. The fact that I convinced him to go up to bed and I was still awake and could work on this again without him seeing it was very appealing. But I was so close to finishing the snowfall sweater scarf that I just did. I pushed through, I finished knitting the ribbing, I seamed up both of the sleeves. And, I was talking the other day about how I don't think I need to block it. The more I looked at it, the more I realized how wrong I was. I do think I need to block it for the texture of the scarf, but also I kind of tried it on last night. And I tried it on over the sweatshirt I was wearing. So, I mean, it's not super accurate because it's not how my arms would be, but the sleeves were really tight. It's all ribbing. Theoretically, I'm gifting it to my mom. She wanted that scarf. She specifically asked for it. And hypothetically, if you're in a situation where you're going to wear such a floofy scarf, you probably have some sort of sleeves on. If it's cold enough to wear a scarf, you don't have bare arms. Okay, I don't have time to properly wet block it. But I pinned it to my blocking boards and I steam blocked it last night. I thought maybe it'll do it some good to just be laying flat, partially because the sleeves are a little too narrow, but also it was curling in on itself. There is ribbing built into the pattern, which definitely helps. It's not curling up as bad as stockinette might otherwise, but even the ribbing was curling, the whole thing was curling in. Wet blocking would fix it. I think that the wool would bloom. And I mean, honestly, my mom's pretty good about this kind of thing. I could probably give her instructions and she could block it. I'm happy with it. I think it's cool, but I do think it would benefit a lot from blocking, and I'm sad that I am unable to do it before I gift it. I had finished that a little short of 1 a.m. last night and got the blocking done. And then I thought, well, I'm not tired yet. I had all that Mountain Dew. I've got this anxiety about not finishing my knitting projects on time. I know I don't have enough time left to do the things that I'm telling myself I'm going to do. I'm absolutely aware of the fact that my expectations for myself are completely irrational, but I'm also just unable to cut something and make a decision until the last minute because I don't want to compromise. So I don't let myself compromise until it's absolutely necessary. So basically that means even at 1 in the morning, after I had finished the sweater scarf, I started working on the Cambridge jacket again because Josh had gone to bed and he won't see it now, which was a bonus. I finished the first sleeve last night. Most of what I have left to do now is obviously knit the last panel, the last sleeve, and seam it all together. And then most of the finishing, like I talked about, is actually crocheted around the edge of the end of the sleeves. So there's no cuffs or anything. It's just a straight thing, and then you crochet to keep it in place so it doesn't curl up on itself, which I don't know how I feel about it, but it looks nice enough in the pictures. That's why I chose the pattern, so I'm going to go with it. And it's the same on the bottom hem. And then after I seam them together, I have to sew in the zipper and also knit the collar. So my goal for today, obviously I'm not going to be able to do all that before Josh gets out of work. It's also the last work day. His office is open before Christmas, and he was already saying yesterday that there's rumors they might close 1 to 2 hours early. He definitely has stuff that he has to do after work before we can leave. In an ideal world, I like to leave like as soon as he gets out of work so we could go down to my mom's in Binghamton at like 6. That's just not feasible. I mean, like, at the rate I have been working at this on, I don't know that I'll even be able to finish this in that amount of time. And I also haven't wrapped any of my gifts or packed yet. I mean, that's why I'm like panic knitting while I talk to you this morning. I feel like I can't even take the time to sit down with the camera and give you an update without stitching because I'm so behind. But also, I did most of that sleeve in the amount of time that I have today. Like I started that sleeve in the afternoon the other day and only worked on it for 4 or 5 hours, and then I finished it in like 3 hours of work yesterday. So I could theoretically do it in a work day. It's probably not healthy, probably not smart, but my thought process is that if I can at least get the sleeve done and get all the panels seamed together, I can sew the zipper in, because that's the only thing I really can't do at my mom's house last minute. I can pick up and knit the collar. I can do the crochet borders on the road. I really, really just want to get to a point today where I can at least seam things together enough to sew the zipper in. Actually, now that I say that, I don't know. I read the directions, but I read them very quick just to give myself an idea, and I did not pay attention to if you have to sew the zipper before or after the collar is knit. Oh, I think I'm being completely unrealistic here. If I just told myself, like, I don't have to do this, I can just set this down and walk away and work on all those other things and finish this literally December 26th and give it to Josh then, which is likely what will end up happening, I wouldn't have anything to work on today and I would be stressed about that. So, for the most part, I have dedicated most of the time I have today, set it aside to work on this. I'm just going to do that. It'll make me feel better to have it as close to the finish line as possible because, like I said, I have such a history of not finishing specifically Josh's knit gift before Christmas, which I feel like a jerk about. And I really, really didn't want that to happen this year. And I actually started working on this before projects for other people because I didn't want that to happen. But lo and behold, this is my personality. I would like to have something more cohesive to show him on Christmas when I explained that, no, I have not changed. And yes, I started a project for you, but I couldn't finish it by Christmas Day. So I'm going to forge ahead with this with the understanding that it won't be perfect and it probably won't be totally finished on time, but I would like to at least have a 95% done garment to show him by Christmas. Let's swing around and do Advents while I've got you. Here's the sweater scarf. Woo! Today is 23. For Yarnaceous, it's this little burlap bag. I can see that tomorrow is a mini skein and Christmas Day is a big one. Oh, fancy lip balm. Lots of fancy lip balm. I got fancy lip balm from my Nitty Fix. I got some from my mom in my outfit. I got plenty now. This is day 11 from my mom. Yeah, she just gets me. It's like the water enhancer, but it's tropical with caffeine, which I don't know how she knew that, but that's actually kind of like, I've never had this exact one before, but that's basically my favorite flavor. I have like 3 or 4 different ones from different brands that are like tropical with caffeine. Okay, so I've been working on this for a couple hours, knit like 6 or 7 inches, but honestly, I've gained a lot of perspective. Obviously, I've been sitting here thinking about it a lot. I've been watching TV and stuff too, but I know it's not feasible for me to finish this sweater by Christmas. No matter what, it's not gonna get done. I'm risking injury by forcing myself to knit continuously for an extended period of time. It's still not gonna finish it in time. Josh certainly doesn't place as much stock in this being finished on Christmas Day as I do. And also, I'm just kind of opening myself up to possibly making mistakes on the sweater because I'm rushing it instead of just doing it correctly. There are other things I could be using my time for that are more productive. I did take the week after Christmas off, the week between Christmas and New Year's. I could literally finish this on December 27th. No problem, no rush. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not upset that I spent the time working on it this morning. It's still something that needs to get done, but it doesn't need to get done today, and I'm being a little neurotic. When Josh comes home from work today, I will show him the pieces. I'll explain it to him. I'll finish it in a couple days. It's fine. I would rather spend my time not freaking out. I'll wrap my gifts. I'll get everything ready. I'll feel so much better if I'm ready to leave tonight. I think maybe my knitting time today and tomorrow would be better spent on doing the hot water bottle cover, the other hot water bottle cover, because the idea was to make the same one for my mom and my sister. I also think it would be fun to look in my yarn stash and see if maybe there's any like super bulky yarn that I could make into a beanie or two quickly today. Like that might be a better use of my time. Between now and 6 hours from now, I need to shower, to wrap all of the gifts, to pack everything for myself and the dogs, and to plan out what knitting I'm actually going to do for the next couple of days. I think I want to plan the knitting part first. That's the part that sounds fun. Okay, don't pay any attention to the mess here, but this is the bulky section of my yarn stash. And I found these next to each other. I think I only have one. I have no idea what this is. It's not labeled, but it's this like sage green bulky yarn. It's gotta be a blend. I have no idea though. And then this floofy wool addicts, which I don't even know why this is down here because I have a separate section for mohair and floofy yarns. But I think I only have one skein of each of these, and they would pair well together. And then also, where is, this is the yarn I used for the other hot water bottle cover. I still have, look at this. Oh my God. Such a mess. This is still the project bag from the other hot water bottle cover, so I don't need to pull needles or anything. Alright, I think I'm going to work on this one today for fun because it'll be really rather quick. And then I'll switch over to that one and that'll be my travel project. Well, I just thought I did an hour and a half long time lapse of me wrapping all of the large gifts that I bought for Christmas for everybody, but apparently it only took a few seconds of me clearing off the table before I started wrapping things, and I don't know why. This is exhausting. Morning from Mom's house. I kind of got too busy yesterday and kind of stopped vlogging. We had a lot to get done, and Josh ended up coming home immediately after I filmed that last footage, and then there was a couple hours of just hectic trying to get stuff done and get here, which we ultimately did. But we forgot stuff and had to go back for it. It was a wild little evening that got to be too much. So we came here, hung out just last night. I started editing the previous video last night after everybody went to bed, and not much going on. Actually, I want to show you this though, because I'm so happy about this. They gave me my birthday presents yesterday because we didn't see each other since my birthday. And my mom gave me this sea bag. I love these. If you're not familiar with them, they are these very sturdy, structured bags made out of old sails from sailboats. And they have these gorgeous prints on them. And this one is inspired by sea glass, which is so sweet and so personal, because when Mom and I went on our trip last August, we spent a good morning looking for sea glass in Maine. And then when we were walking around Maine and Boston, we found sea bags stores and we were looking at them. So it's a callback to both the fact that we went shopping at sea bags, but also to all the sea glass we had fun looking for on the beach. It is Christmas Eve. I'm going to continue editing my video for a while people sleep in, and then I think we'll do my Advents a little later before I have to go get ready for family Christmas. We're making Christmas crackers because this is America and you can't buy good ones. So we make them ourselves every year. Last one. Burgundy, Merlot. Let's add it to this so we can see them. I genuinely think that these might not be the original order, that I probably mixed them up at one point, but it's close. Beautiful. The last one. I do have a 25th day for the Yarnaceous calendar though, that we will do in the morning. Another hot sauce. We're getting ready to go to our big family Christmas with the extended family. And then we'll be back this afternoon so I can finish editing my video. We had a lovely day with family and we came home and I'm finishing up on editing the previous video. It's uploading now that it's nighttime on Christmas Eve and nobody can watch it. Whatever. I started another one of these guys in the car yesterday and I've kind of been working on it on the road and just during downtime today. Hopefully I can finish it up by end of day tomorrow. And I just thought I would say good night. Christmas. It's December 25th. It's actually Christmas morning. Our family isn't doing our kind of gift exchange get together until a little bit later in the morning. So I woke up super early because my darling Olive is restless when we're away from home and woke up at like 6 o'clock and just wanted to be awake. So we were. So I've been chatting with my mom and knitting all morning. I have gotten quite far on this water bottle cover, and I think I will be able to finish it today. Well, that's not very cozy. When I made the other one, which is for the exact same type of water bottle, I did 9 cable repeats before I did the decreases and knit the little turtleneck for the bottle, and I am at 7.5 repeats right now. And I started this on the way down to my mom's house, so I think I can wrap it up today. I would like to be able to do that so I can leave it here with her. This is the one that would be for my mom. And here, of course, I have my Advent. What if I put them up here so you can see them? Oh, so I can see them. Oh, they're so pretty. Okay, so let's open up the last day of the Yarnaceous Fibers Advent Calendar, day 25. It's a sticker from Beautiful Sister, who make project bags, and I really like their project bags. I have at least one from them. They're very nice. It's exciting. Oh my gosh. So it's this like beautiful peachy color, and it's got a Triceratops print on it. Oh, peach is my favorite color, and obviously I love dinosaurs. So this style of bag is unique, and Beautiful Sister makes a lot like this. And I have one of these that I bought at 4 Pearls in Winter Haven, Florida, and I love it. There's no like fasteners or zippers or buttons or anything on it. It's all just fabric, so nothing catches on your yarn. But they've got these like triangular flaps that can kind of flip in and protect your project from the outside world. But you could continue to work on it. It's easy enough to pull yarn around it, but they also flip out. It's just a very convenient bag. It's a really interesting bag design that I think it works very well. It's a very effective design. The bag is very malleable. It's not structured, so it can fit anywhere. And then of course it's got this ultra wide strap, so you can even walk and knit with it. You hold it over your arm. I love these. And this is the most beautiful print. I'm so happy about this. All my favorite things in one. I have really enjoyed doing Vlogmas this year. This was my first year doing it. It was so fun to share my experiences. It was certainly a lot of work to film and edit all of these videos all along, and I wish that I had had the time and capacity to edit them every day and have done a short video every day like some folks do. Maybe I will have the foresight next year to try to work that into my schedule, but it would be difficult. Either way, it was very enjoyable for me to be able to make this, to be able to interact with you guys and have the comments going, and it gave such a warm communal feeling to my holiday season, and I'm so pleased to have been able to share it with you, and I hope you enjoyed it too. If you are one of my returning subscribers from before the Christmas season, thank you. I'm so glad that you hung out with me and stuck around to the very end of Vlogmas, whether you're watching this during the holiday season or later. Either way, thank you so much. I'm glad you're here, and I'm happy to have you. And if you're new here, I hope you'd like to stick around for the rest of the year. I make crafty content all year. I have a regular podcast that I haven't updated since like October because I've been doing so many other videos. So thank you to each and every one of you for joining me during Vlogmas and any other videos of mine that you've engaged with. I love the opportunity to engage with everybody here on YouTube and to build our little community. I can't wait to see what 2024 has in store for us. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye.